everybody, it's Christine. It is day 2 of 30 Days of Sketches, and here is our sketch today. It is by Nicole Santos with Cause We Love to Scrap. And what she's kind of got here is, of course, there's a 12 by 12, and then she's kind of got these strips of paper coming out. Now, she's done it in rainbow, basically. Yeah, Roy G. Biv, yeah. And then she's got 2 photos, and then, of course, there's little embellishment clusters with a title here. And y'all, I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit, off the beaten path here and use black cardstock because I have my little baby. Now, y'all have seen her pop up on this desk 100 times. And if you look at that little face, look at that little face. That's why I don't yell at her too much, because she's just too stinking cute. So that's my pictures. And I've got this little set of papers here. I'm looking, and I've got too many things going on over there. So I thought, well, I'm going to try to use some of this. And it's a My Mind's Eye. I picked up it Tuesday morning. And it was called Meow, and it's, let me see, how old is this thing? Y'all, I don't even know. I don't know how old it is. I don't think it's real old, but it's definitely kind of old. Because I had some scraps and stuff here that I think I can, use and cut in those little strips. And, y'all, I had all these, or have, all these felt things. I haven't a clue. I suspect I got those at a convention at some time, thinking, I've got a cat. I don't know what I was thinking. But I have all these things. Rats and black cats. I don't know. Oh, there's even a little blue one. And I don't know what I got going on. Here's some kind of cat. A little chipboard cat. I don't know if I'll use that or not. We'll see. This says meow. Maybe I'll do some kind of... I don't know. I have to see about this. But anyway, I have all these things. Then I had this little title from Want to Scrap. And it says, I love my cat. In my head, I'm going, okay, Christine, try to use some of this up. Because I have little paws and things like that. I'll have to cut some of these up, I'm certain. So, my goal is to try to use some of those up in those little embellishment clusters. So, let me get to cutting. And I will come back on in just a minute once I get myself figured out. All right, talk soon. Okay, everybody, quick check-in. I have taken my 2 photos. I did mount them on the little pink and white stripe. And then I did pull out a piece of green cardstock from my stash. And then I have cut these little strips here. I honestly didn't really measure, in a sense, like some of them are 1.5, some are 1 and something. I don't know, maybe some 2ers. So what I'm fixing to do here is, I thought about inking the edges, but I don't want to do that because I think it looks kind of cool, kind of sharp against this black background. So I'm about to glue these down. I'll trim these off, and then I'm going to use the other side to kind of fill in over here. All right. So give me a second and I'll come back on. Okay, I have cut my papers and glued them down. I thought to show you maybe the second side over there, but y'all, it was just taking me, it's like I said, it's a little bit tedious, and you just glue it down and you're done. So I have now glued down my left-hand picture, and I'm going to put a little foam behind the right-hand picture because I do like a little foam behind a picture when there's a set like that together. I will actually end up putting foam behind my little I Love My Cat title as well, but that takes me a minute, so I don't sit there and make y'all watch that either. So now what I'm going to do, I've got my little title where the sketch kind of shows, and that's where that's going to be. So now I'm going to start pilfering through my little felt things, and I'm going to cut off the little holes. I don't know if that's meant for like an ornament or something. I feel like I should know what those little holes are for, but they're not very attractive on my layout here, so I'm going to take them off. But I'm just going to kind of make little clusters where she drew the stars of these little cat deals. I end up not using any of the little pink rat looking things. Those right there. I don't know why. I think because it was a little big, or I don't know. It just didn't speak to me, so he don't stay on there actually. He'll come off, even though I kind of get him ready. I set these down and no, they don't. Well, the meow stays. I do like that up there. Now, to be fair, this hot pink is a little bit bright on these papers and stuff, and then the little red heart, it's a little bit, little sharp, a little brighter color. But I end up in the lower little cluster down there. I don't use that pink rat, and I keep saying it's a rat. It's supposed to be a mouse, I imagine. I'm going to end up putting this little perfect here. I'm going to cut the little word perfect off of there. So I'm going to switch out what's going to end up. I was thinking about putting that where the journaling was, but I put it on the very bottom because I liked it better on top of that lighter pink pattern. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take that little pink mouse and put it away. That I get a little head, the little white head again. I do like that as kind of a base for some of these little embellishments. But then there's a little bitty pink ball of yarn I'll find. And so then I think to myself, okay, I've got kind of these 3 pops of color in my little clusters. in these little clusters here that are like more brighter than the actual papers. And I think that looks kind of cool. It makes a little visual triangle with it, even though they're not the same color. You know, have a lighter pink, but it's kind of bright, and then have the red heart, and then have the hot pink. But I think that looks kind of neat, actually. So I'm going to have to go through, what am I doing right now, y'all? Oh, I'm pulling off the little sticky stuff. The little word perfect actually was self-adhesive. That was the other strange thing. The perfect was self-adhesive. The little yarn was self-adhesive. There was one other thing I thought. I don't remember what it was now. But the rest of the felt didn't have any kind of self-adhesive on it, so I had to glue them down with the Nuvo glue. But honestly, I got, oh, that little, was that cat? Yeah, that cat was also self-adhesive too. Now that should have been, it don't look too Halloween-y. I guess it could have been used on a Halloween layout, but in my head I go, well, she's a little black cat, so it represents my baby. I will tell y'all, this cat, y'all, she is, y'all seen her. Like I said, she hops up in my business all the time. She's about 13 and a half years old, but honestly, you wouldn't know it. She still gets the zoomies. Our house has kind of a, I guess I want to say a circular layout kind of, and I don't think circle, it's not really a circle, but like our living room, you know, you can kind of go in one bedroom and then kind of go between the bathroom. It's a little Jack and Jill deal, and then go into a different bedroom and then come out. And I tell you what, you better not shut the doors between the bathrooms and the bedrooms and all that, because she will stand there and cry, even if she can come in on the other side, because she wants to run in a big circle. And I'm sorry about my head, y'all. I keep doing that. I don't mean to. I need to pay more attention. I've got this little sit-stand desk, and I will like to stand sometimes just because I've been sitting all day in my work desk. And then when I stand, I tend to lean over. So my apologies on the hair. All right, so I've glued down my little cluster things here, and I decide I need one little something else something. So I go get into my little enamel shapes, and I find these little hearts. And I'm just going to stick these little white hearts in one in each little kind of cluster deal. And then that's all I'm going to do, y'all. This was a little speed scrap. I told y'all this month here is about speed scrapping for me. And I'm really pleased because I've done 2 layouts today for the 30 days of scrapping, and I don't think I spent more than an hour on both of them. So there is the slowdown. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the playlist. And y'all have a very, very wonderful March 2nd. Bye.